Hi, my name is Jayoza. I coach people win with their speeches. And I hope you're learning from many of the videos that I'm recording. And if you ever need help with your high stakes speech, let me know. I want to talk about a very important topic today: confidence. You always hear people tell you, you got to be confident. You got to get on the stage and you got to show you're confident. And I started thinking about this. Is that really true? Do you really have to be confident? And the answer is no. You do not have to be confident. But it's not that simple. So let me explain why this is not that simple. You don't just become confident. You got to have something within you to make you confident. And the other word that doesn't get used often is the word competence. Competence. If you just get on the stage to give a speech or even a comedy routine or acting or whatever, if you're not feeling competent, you're not going to succeed, no matter how confident you may feel. You cannot distort the reality. It's just not possible. Before I give a speaking, associated with the speaking, let me just give you a simple example of what I observe. Personally, I observe. And this has to do with my son. My son, who plays trumpet, is very good. So I asked him, why don't you audition for this band in Jersey Shore? And he wasn't confident that he was going to make it. And at the day of the audition, he was really angry. He didn't even want to be there. He was just not feeling confident. I, looking at him, thinking, oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. He wouldn't even sign the form that would allow him to get an audition. I actually had to tell him, put a pen in his fingers, tell him, here, you have to sign it. Because initially I was signing it. That's when the lady who was working at the table said, no, 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 he has to sign it. And he wouldn't sign it. Then when his time came for audition, he wouldn't go. I had to get two of the people who were working there to escort him to the audition room. But he made it. He passed the audition. And I think out of 13 trumpet players, he ranked, I think he was number 7. Now, I started thinking about it. What was it that allowed him to do well? And this is where it gets tricky. You see, when they do audition for music instruments, it's a blind audition. The judges can't see you, so they cannot judge him by the how confident he appears. Only thing they're going to judge him on the sound that comes out of his trumpet. So there is no bias on front. He doesn't look very confident, so I better not listen to him. That doesn't apply when it comes to music, especially this audition. If I had to judge him based on his confidence, I would say he had absolutely no shot at doing well in that audition. But he did well. And then I started thinking that what contributed to that? And what contributed to that is that he's been playing trumpet since 4th grade. He's in 8th grade now. Second, he's been taking lessons for the last several years. And now he's taking lesson under an excellent instructor. Plus he does practicing. Plus he plays in the high school marching band and winter music, summer music, all kinds of stuff he does. So he has the competence, and the low confidence did not hurt his chances of doing well in the audition. Okay, so now what does this have to do with speaking? In speaking, when it comes to becoming a confident speaker, in fact, I'm currently working on a book and I'm tentatively titled it Become a Confident Speaker. To become a confident speaker, you really have to become a competent speaker. That means you got to be practicing like the way I am right now, recording this video, and gain competence so that even if I appear having low confidence, whether I'm talking on stage in front of few or many, but if I'm competent, I will still do fine. Now, obviously, when you see people that are really good, tend to be highly confident. But the reason for that is that they're already highly competent. That when you see them acting really confident, isn't because they are faking it. They can deliver. They've delivered many times. And also, still, you'll hear people say, I am nervous when I get in front of people. The confidence isn't high, you're faking it, and all of that. It's low, but they have practiced so well that once they start, boom, they're in the flow and they do a real great job. So, to close this out, become competent in your speaking skills. One way to do that is to take this free Coursera course called Introduction to Public Speaking. I mentor that course. I've taken this course 5 times, and I try to take it once a year or once every several months just to kind of learn more. Plus, record more videos, and if possible, give more speeches, all kinds of speeches, whether it's introductory, impromptu, informative, persuasive. You have to become competent, and as you develop your competence, you will gain confidence. Now, it is possible that some people, the way they're wired, may never feel highly confident, but that's okay. You do not need to be highly confident to be successful, as long as you are indeed competent. So keep that in mind when people say, oh, I just don't feel that confident. That's okay. But if you've done the work, if you've done practicing, if you've gotten feedback from somebody you trust, somebody who's really trying to help you, and you've gone through rehearsals, all kinds of stuff, you've done it. It doesn't matter whether you're highly confident or not highly confident, or you have low confidence, you're still going to do well. I've observed this personally. I've seen it. It works. So don't get hung up on this word confidence. Just focus on the competence. And that means that part you do when nobody's looking. Typically, when we see great athletes perform, we only see them performing well when they're on camera. We don't see all the work that they do when the cameras are not there. That's how they develop their competence, just in any field, whether it's music, acting, athletics, even public speaking, comedy, you name it. They're all working on becoming more and more competent, and eventually they become more confident. But confident isn't a necessity, actually. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.